February 13th, Crime 101 hits theaters.
What is it that you do?
I take high-value items and make them disappear.
So you're a thief.
This guy's a ghost. There's no DNA. He's in and out in seconds.
Your guy's untraceable.
Chris Hemsworth, Mark Ruffalo, Barry Keoghan, and Halle Berry. One crime connects them all.
We're good at this.
Yeah.
Crime 101, directed by Bart Layton. Rated R, under 17 on admitted without parent. Only in theaters February 13th.
Well, the holidays have come and gone once again. But if you've forgotten to get that special someone in your life a gift, well, Mint Mobile is extending their holiday offer of half off unlimited wireless. So here's the idea. You get it now. You call it an early present for next year. What do you have to lose? Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Limited time 50% off regular price for new customers. Upfront payment required. $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan. Taxes and fees extra. Speeds may slow after 50 gigabytes per month when network is busy. See terms.
For exclusive podcasts and more, sign up at patreon.com/partners in crime media.
This week's Law & Order Marathon winner is Minda Haas-Coleman from Council Bluffs, Iowa. Minda will get a marathon decal showing she watched 26.2 hours of her favorite crime show. To be next week's winner, sign up at lawandorderpodcast.com.
I'm Kevin Flynn with Rebecca Lavoie and Chris Farah, and these are their stories.
You think you know who did it, but you don't know who did it. Law and order, law and order, law and order. It's no ordinary police procedural, baby. It's the FNOG of police procedurals, baby. Law and order, law and order, law and order, law and order. These are their stories, these are their stories.
Welcome to These Are the Stories, the podcast about network TV's most enduring crime franchise and the real-life cases that inspired their shows. I'm Kevin Flynn. Each podcast will break down an episode from either Criminal Intent, SVU, or Original Recipe. And today we're looking at Special Victims Unit, Season 7, Episode 1, Demons.
A little hopped up there, my friend.
I planned some relaxation.
What's with the piece?
We got it from a guy at a bar down the street. I had a drink while I was waiting for you.
Oh, yeah? Fell off the wagon.
It's time for you and I to have some fun.
Joining me to do just that is true crime author and the host of Crime Writers On and Netflix's You Can't Make This Up podcasts, Rebecca Lavoie. Hello, Rebecca.
Thanks for having me on the podcast, Kevin.
And rounding out our panel is our special returning guest from the DocuSweeties podcast. It's Chris Farah. Hello, Chris.
Hi there, Rebecca and Kevin. A quick note. We actually left DocuSweeties in the year of our Lord 2025. No longer happening, God bless. And I'm actually doing a solo podcast on the same feed. But it's called Vanity Farah. And it's basically where DocuSweeties covers different reality shows, docuseries in a relationship style format, if there are reality show, especially the 90-Day Multiverse. I'm doing that exact same thing. And also, we kind of were talking, Rebecca, about, before we started recording, about beauty products and aesthetics and stuff like that. So my favorite thing to do is to talk about what people are using and like the B footage and, you know, what different style choices I'm seeing. So
incredible.
That's Vanity Farah. But anyway, thank you for having me.
I love the title. Yeah, no, we love having you. Like I said, love the title of your new podcast. I'm curious because, you know, you're doing a lot of reality TV, non-scripted, that kind of thing. But in regards to Special Victims Unit, what is your relationship with this show? Did you grow up watching this at an inappropriately young age?
I certainly did. I'm an only child, and my dad raised me. So there were not a lot of boundaries. Like, you know, I grew up watching, and this is going to age me specifically, and that's fine, like all of Married with Children, like there, you know, I watched all of The Simpsons. Like there was nothing I couldn't watch, you know, specifically, maybe besides like Skinamax, and that's also an aged reference. Don't worry.
Yep. No, I know what it is. We know.
Although I did watch all of Real Sex. I mean, you know, this is.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
that's how you learn.
Yeah, that is how I learned. Because that was like real Catholic.
That's how you learn how they had sex in Barcelona, because they had like a whole, you know. What? No? Nobody? No. Okay.
Oh, obviously
Maybe
he watched the whole.
It must have been a different series.
The whole series.
And it came to a screeching halt right there.
Hey, that's great. Kevin.
So, Chris, tell us, of all the franchises, which two cops are your favorite Law & Order detective team?
Favorite Law & Order detective team.
So yeah, I love Law & Order. I think at the last episode I did, or the first episode on this, I think we did a criminal intent episode. Criminal intent and SVU are my two favorites. Though my dad also loves regular Law & Order. My dad loves Law & Order, so it's the time in which I also bond with my dad when it's not dirty humor, like I said, I'm married with children or whatnot. He loves Lenny, you know, so we all have our, my dad loves Lenny. To me, yeah, I was like a Vincent D'Onofrio, like junkie, like, you know, like I just felt like in Criminal Intent when he would just like bend himself into a full J to like
bent over like that.
Yeah, to like look in someone's whole brain and like with a gentle focus. It was like maybe like a little bit attractive, you know, like if I was to use a word, but also, like I loved that. I also love Olivia.
Yeah, you ready for? I'm going to blow your mind on one thing. All right. You know how like you always that whole thing with, you know, Goran sort of like leaning over to the side. It's like the still frame and like the opening credits and that sort of his thing. Yes, you have your head turned like that. In that scene, that's from the pilot episode, in that he is not doing this thing where he's trying to look deeply into the soul of somebody. In that scene, he is actually trying to read upside down what the person is writing.
What?
That's what this is when he's like this. He's kind of like looking over at that. And apparently it was such a great freeze frame that this sort of became
his thing.
He's
also 7.5 feet tall.
He's also
so he has to
7.5 feet tall. Exactly. Hey, Chris, who is your favorite prosecutorial team?
Favorite Law & Order District Attorney prosecutorial team.
Oh, God. Novak,
yeah. Great pick, great hair.
Yeah, important.
Ever-changing.
Yeah. And the best part is that she's on a softball team called Sex Crimes.
That's right, she is. I remember seeing that episode.
Yes.
She really wants to keep everything meshed together, you know, like there's no compartmentalization in that life.
Exactly. Right. That could mean so many things.
Yeah.
That jersey, people see you in Central Park playing softball with your Sex Crimes jersey.
Yeah. Again, it's the softball team where no one gets to third base without consent.
Oh, and then it's a home run, you know, if I can just get a little wink, you know.
All right, now let's take a look at the first half of this episode. Special Victims Unit Season 7, Episode 1, Demons. Well, if you're Ray Schenkel, life comes at you fast. The second the serial rapist walks out of prison, he's harassed by the retired detective who put him away 20 years ago. And then he gets on a bus where the only open seat is next to a little girl. Hours later, as the squad investigates the rape of young Kelly at the bus station, that detective tells Stabler that Ray is the culprit. Back in the 80s, Ray and his cousin Carl teamed up to kidnap young girls. Ray picked the victims, and Carl did the rapes.
He'd make them kneel, say their prayers, cock his gun, pull the trigger. Gun was empty. Then he'd rape them again. Raise your perp. He may not have left his DNA, but he raped that girl today, and he'll do it again till you put him back in jail. Or he's in his grave.
Benson and Finn question Ray as to whether he's raped anyone in the 3 hours he's been in New York. The ex-con says, well, he's a new man who will never do anything that would get him sent back to jail. When Stabler goes to visit Ray's new parole officer, he sees him in the waiting room and chats him up. That's when Elliot decides to pose as Mac, the sex offender, and go to Ray's group therapy to befriend him and stop his next rape. Huang says that Ray worked with a partner before and will likely get one again. So undercover Stabler moves next door to Ray and tries to get him to, go rape somebody. But Ray says he wants to stay on the straight and narrow. At therapy, Stabler doubles down on his effort to convince everyone that he's an angry pedophile. Afterwards, he gets a burger with Ray and tells him he's saving up to buy some wheels. Ray offers to lend him money to buy a van and suggests they go pick up some girls. Okay, we open with Ray Schenkel walking out of the penitentiary and getting taunted by Detective William Dorsey. And then he gets on a bus that stops right in front of the state prison.
Right?
Every day, I'm guessing. And that's when he's looking for a place to sit. And every seat is taken except for one right next to a little girl traveling by herself. And all the adults that are around are like, well, that seems unfortunate.
Oh my gosh. That bus goes from the prison upstate to New York City every day, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
The girl that was the victim at the bus station was not that girl.
No, that's a different girl.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I thought.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was. I thought it was the same person. By the way,
No,
Rebecca.
different girl. We'll talk about this. That opening crime makes no sense.
Well, I had wondered why she wouldn't have recognized him unless. Okay, so I'm so sorry. Thank you for clarifying that.
Yeah, that sounds like the kind of bus when you come around and you see that guy sit down next to a little girl. You're like, hey, better her than me.
He should have stand.
I do not want to make small talk with that guy for the next 6 hours on the way to the Port Authority.
Nope. Not with that steely gaze.
Yeah, it's like you just gotta, okay, well, like, were you somebody's bitch or did they throw a party for you?
Did you ever shiv anyone?
You ever shiv anyone? Yeah, okay.
I think that he should have stood. Like, he should know himself, He can put his bag there and be like, I'm just going to stand for the 3 hours till we get back in, I'm going to. You have to assume that there's cameras on you at all times, I don't.
Yeah.
He also kind of reminds me of like Jean Valjean in that we don't know yet if he's being like unfairly targeted by like someone from the Popo that just has a grudge, against him.
Your act may have fooled the parole board, but not me.
You need to let go.
Not a chance. When you do it again, I'll be waiting.
You can follow me around all you want, but you're going to get bored. Then rehabilitated.
I mean, we don't know if he's bad or good. He's trying. I mean, listen, pedophilia is disgusting or whatever. It's funny. Olivia says something that's very interesting, how it can never be cured, or like sex. She says something like, I don't know. But anyway, it's also so wild to me that as this starts, you're like, oh, we already know who it is.
Yeah. It's like a Criminal Intent episode.
Yes.
Right. And so there's like this completely different girl who gets raped at the bus station. And I'm like, who is letting all these girls ride the bus by themselves? Like, shouldn't there be a flyer somebody passes around or a PSA?
Latchkey kids, a bunch of latchkey kids.
That's right. That's right.
And this detective says to Schenkel, I will be following you. I will be watching you wherever you go every day, except for the rest of this morning. I've got to run some errands. Don't fuck around for the next 3 hours.
Please don't
do that.
He's like the trope of the grizzled detective who's the one case you can never let go. Like, that's him, right?
Yeah. And speaking of Stabler,
yeah.
Stabler really sees a bit of himself in Dorsey, who remains obsessed with Ray Schenkel. So Stabler's like, he's going to take this on. And the pretext for getting Stabler out of his suit and into this gray sweatshirt, so that like when he bumps into Ray, he got dirty, like moving boxes of Ray's old case files. He smudged something on his, he gets into fights, he gets like cut and bleeds, and like, it's okay, but now you're a little dirty and like, you got to go home and change.
That's not the real pretext, Kevin.
No, that's not the real pretext.
It's to show us how jacked Chris Maloney is.
Oh, okay.
Because this is an episode I remember. I mean, you always know he's jacked. Like, he looks jacked in his clothes. But he is huge. And I know that he's like, you see him now on Twitter, he's still huge, but like, this outfit like really showcased that. There's no denim jacket. There was no, black dress shirt. It was just all Maloney all the time.
So, Chris, apparently the only thing separating Detective Elliot Stabler from Mac McAvoy, the sex offender, in the eyes of the world is a gray zip-up sweatshirt.
Wild.
It's like when Clark Kent taking off of his glasses or whatever. Like, no one will know.
No one will know.
Yeah, he tries to have, this is my favorite thing. A trope where you have a detective who has to put on a different character. This is a person who's not an actor, right? Like, Stabler has not gone to acting school, not never. So to watch Stabler, the character, affect a certain mouth movement, he sort of does this. He starts to do this like thing where he like holds his mouth a certain way and starts to get real loose with his body movements. Obviously Stabler, when he is Stabler, is like military style, chest out, proud. I mean, it feels like there's literally a stick up his butt through his spine that his like head sticks out of, so he's now center more gravity, he's playing someone that is a tough guy, but maybe also has some secrets and some insecurities and maybe some like
he's like the shy guy in a 90s boy band then.
Yes, he is. Yeah, he's like, hey girl. Yeah, he is.
Chin down, yeah.
Like Kate McKinnon's impression of Justin Bieber. It's kind of what he's like.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
But you're right, Stabler does start to like improvise, and then like the parole officer gets taken by surprise, so he goes all yes and.
Ellie, look, I know I'm late for my appointment. I apologize, okay?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're damn right, McAvoy. Get your sorry ass in here.
Hey, McAvoy, get in here. Dude, you could have blown the whole thing. Like, why are you throwing a name out?
Exactly. Now he's stuck with that name forever.
Yeah, I thought you were Rosencrantz. What are you? Yeah.
Now they have to make up a whole like fake license with the name that the guy gave him instead of the one that would have given him anyway.
That's right. Yeah.
What a pain in the ass.
God.
NYPD must go through like an improv training to do a yes and so hardcore like that, you know?
It doesn't matter, like, if it jams up the other guy. It's like, hey, get in here, McAvoy, and say hello to your great-grandmother who survived the sinking of the Lusitania. And she invented Post-it notes, too.
That's a lot of character development.
A lot of character development.
Yeah.
Unnecessary character development.
I like that. I like that very much.
Yeah.
Lusitania, by the way, deep cut.
Deep cut. That's right.
Oh, quick. You know, this is what it's for. This is what you go to the academy for, this quick-witted.
Right.
Yeah, I loved it so much. I think that this whole episode is so interesting, too, because there's also this undercurrent that Stabler is too good.
Too good at what?
This character, too good at this.
Oh, too good at plan. Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
He absolutely blends in with these people, 100%.
His pain is a little bit too palpable behind his eyes, where people and professionals look at him and they're like, oh, we know that look. We've been staring in those eyes this whole time. You might not want to admit it, but you're a fucked up person. You can't hide that. And so,
well, especially after they said you're not going to be able to fool the counselor, and he 100% fooled the counselor.
That acting.
Let's take a look at our cast.
It's our very special guest star,
Mr. Robert Patrick.
Love him.
Yay!
Here he is playing Ray Schenkel.
Because there's no cure for sex offenders.
Yes, there is. You spent 21 years locked up in a cage, being told when you can eat, when you can sleep, when you can take a piss. Freedom's a precious thing. I'll never risk losing it again.
Robert is best known as playing the T-1000 in Terminator 2.
Have you seen this boy?
Have you seen You're already doing, Chris is doing like is that the arm thing, like the knife?
Yes.
Oh, when he would run with his straight, yes.
And then when he cuts through the fucking milk into someone's neck.
Yes.
I watched that movie a lot too, from being an only child and not really having boundaries and all the married children. Like, I watched Terminator 2 so much. I can't even. I know every morsel. Also, it's why I hate AI now. It feels like that. It was like we were told this was going to happen, and now everyone's doing it. But anyway, yes, I love this man. He scares the shit out of me. I'm so happy he still works. He's always so fucking scary. I'll be scared for the rest of his life.
Yeah, I love him so much.
Robert Patrick was also in Die Hard 2 and in Copland, and is the only actor to have been killed on screen by Bruce Willis, Sylvester Stallone, and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Wow.
He's got the Planet Hollywood trifecta.
Nice. Very nice.
It's like an EGOT, but it's like,
it's a death EGOT.
Yeah.
Death EGOT, yeah. In 1984, he and a bunch of his friends were on Lake Erie when their boat capsized. And Robert swam 4 miles to shore in freezing water.
Of course he did.
He was hypothermic. Several of his friends died. And he says it changed his life, and it changed his acting. And this is where he gets that steely, intense demeanor from.
There's actually an episode of like Law and Order SVU about that very thing, where there's kids out on a boat and one of them swims and the other one's... remember that one?
And
they go to the grizzled old island with the old house. And you don't remember that one?
It sounds like the Hardy Boys.
No, it's actually an episode. I think it might be an SVU, but it's definitely an episode. But that's insane. That's how he's so steely.
Robert has been in 2 films that were selected by the National Film Registry for their cultural or historical significance: Terminator 2 and Spy Kids.
Oh.
Spy Kids?
Yeah. Is the Antonio Banderas of it all? Like, why is that in the... Is it Carla Gugino? Is that why?
Oh, I don't know.
Jeez, I love it. I love this reference. Yeah, my God.
I'm a human IMDb over here sometimes. Only when it's something real cheesy. I know every GH soap actor. That's about it.
We have a Hey, It's That Guy.
Hey, it's that guy.
Who is that playing retired detective and ghost of Stabler's yet to come, William Dorsey?
Carl was the muscle. He'd blitz the girl from behind, then yank a pillowcase over her head. He'd throw the girl in their old van, and then Ray'd let him have a little taste. Then Carl would drive around while Ray kept raping the girl in back. Longest they ever held the girl was 16 hours.
That's 3-time Emmy nominee Robert Walden. He is best known as newspaper reporter Joe Rossi on Lou Grant.
Huh. Mary
a
Tyler
little
Moore
before, yeah, it was a spinoff. Yeah,
Okay.
Mary Tyler Moore was a comedy. Lou Grant was a drama.
Oh, weird.
Poor Ed Asner. Let's see. So he also played a sperm in Woody Allen's Everything You Wanted to Know About Sex, but were afraid to ask.
Yep.
Which in Woody Allen's case is, how old are you?
Thank
you for the snaps. Love that.
Very good.
Speaking of rat fuckers, he played Donald Segretti in All the President's Men.
Oh, yeah.
Nixon's dirty trickster who coined the political term rat fucking.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, after Watergate, Nixon resigned and no president broke the law ever again.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's been perfect.
It's been perfect ever since then. He is the uncle-in-law to actress Leah Thompson from Back to the Future.
Really?
Yeah, she was in Back to the Future, Howard the Duck, and she was in a 1982 Christmas-themed Burger King commercial, also featuring Elizabeth Shue and Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the same as getting killed by Bruce Willis and Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone, but
Yeah, it's a who's who of 90s it girls.
Exactly. We have a Hey, It's That Girl.
We do.
Hey, it's that girl.
Who is that playing young rape victim Kelly Brown?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to her face, Kevin. She was so sad.
He grabbed my t-shirt and pulled it over my head. I couldn't move my arms. I couldn't breathe.
That is Brittany Underwood. She's best known as Langston Wilde for 10 years on One Life to Live.
Really?
Yeah. Right now, she's all grown up, and she's had a good run appearing in holiday romance TV movies. Some of the titles include A Royal Christmas Holiday, A Royal Christmas Ballet, A Royal Christmas Tale, X's of Christmas Past, A Prince and Pauper Christmas, 12 Dares of Christmas, Second Chance for Christmas, and Merry Kissmas.
Oh.
And here I thought true crime podcasts were a dime a dozen.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a whole genre that you are not familiar with, but everybody else in America is. Those Christmas movies.
So many royal Christmas movies, almost to the point where I'm like, does she do like a really great British accent?
Maybe. Yeah.
She puts on airs.
She's regal as hell.
And she's like, excuse me, which one do you want? Do you want one that's little proper? She's like, no, this one, this for the Hallmark movie, you can bring it down. She's a little cockney. Right. She's just like that.
Exactly.
I love it.
She modulates.
Yeah.
And these, by the way, you can't see these on Hallmark. They're all on Tubi.
Oh.
So, they're...
I hear that's good.
Great.
The kids use that.
The kids have it.
Yeah.
The youngs like it. Fine.
Yeah, it's free. That's why they like it.
6'7". All right. Can you give me the name of the actor playing the security guard?
No.
I'm here to see Parole Officer Lennon. Sit down and wait till you're called.
That's Timothy Klein. 146 Law & Order SVU appearances.
Why?
Between season 3 and 8, he was Christopher Maloney's stand-in.
Oh, so did he actually make appearances?
Only on like 3 or 4, but
Okay.
he's listed in the credits for all of those. Basically means that while Maloney was in his trailer, Klein would be on set so they could measure exactly how much light will bounce off his bald head before he violates the constitutional rights of some perp.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Someone's got to stand there for that,
So
Chris.
it's really like standing on the mark, getting the camera angles right, getting the lighting right.
Yes.
While Maloney's eating a donut in his trailer.
Exactly.
All
Well,
right.
he's not even a donut.
He's doing push-ups. Who are we kidding?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's doing push.
Egg whites. Yeah, but also it also means that he could maybe just be who Olivia's acting with also. So like, because like, sometimes if it's just
If
one
she's
shot,
got like an intense
you know?
scene and we just need to see like he's got to look at somebody.
His dumb shoulder, like to mess up the shot. Yeah, I'll just be like, take
Yeah.
a break, and then let's have
Yeah.
to be like there for his shoulder.
It's the reason that why they have to buy 2 gray sweatshirts.
Oh, okay.
Because he's got to wear the other one. We do have a couple of repeat offenders.
We do.
Repeat offender.
Back as Pete, the therapy patient who likes to throw shade at fellow rapists, is Gordon McDonald.
Forced sexual intercourse on a woman. Met in a bar. I was drunk.
He played the same character twice?
Well, he was in a different episode.
Oh, okay.
He wasn't Pete twice.
I was going to say he said back as Pete. I'm like, wow, that's niche.
It's pretty niche. It's like, bring back our favorite rapist. Gordon McDonald, he was in The Thin Red Line, he was in Saving Grace, and he was in Holly Hunter because he's the father of her twins.
Oh, wow. Dirty.
I like it.
And playing the parole officer is Joe Lissy.
What do you got planned for him?
Intensive supervision, early curfew, random searches, no contact with kids, no car.
He's best known as Lieutenant Swirsky on Third Watch.
I love that show.
But who will ever forget his role as
no.
Frank in the ABC After School Special.
No.
High School Narc.
No. What's the plot of High School Narc, Kevin?
Well, I don't know the exact plot, but the takeaway is, kids, don't buy drugs at school from the guy who's clearly 25 years old.
That's so interesting because the name High School Narc makes you feel like the movie's about how someone tells school officials how all the cool kids do drugs and they're all like, well, you're stupid, you're a narc, and how they all ostracize him and then his parents have to move him to a different town because no one will be his friend. Like that's
right.
That's
what comes to mind.
It sounds like there's way more plot development in that synopsis than the actual After School Special.
Yes.
Okay.
By the way, did you recognize the guy who's playing that support group leader, that therapist? No?
You can't fight your battle alone. That's why you're in groups, so you can talk about your problems so you don't act them out.
That's Jim Moody, 8 Law & Order Universe appearances. You might remember him as Mr. Farrell in Fame or Daddy Green in The Last Dragon. But who will ever forget his role as the dad in the ABC After School Special?
No.
In the ABC After School Special, Just Chill.
Oh, God. What is this one about, Kevin?
Here's the synopsis. Malik Chill, or Chill as he's well known, is a 17-year-old drug pusher who lives in a group home for children without their parents. His father has become a black mafia lord, but is still there if Chill requires his street knowledge. Chill appears to live the good life, but his mother's prostitution for the drug heavies, along with the senseless murder of his twin brother, push him to reevaluate his life. He then decides that dealing isn't what he wants, and revenge is.
What? That was an ABC After School Special?
Yeah. Man, kids' TV in the 80s just hit different.
Oh, my God.
Okay, so Stabler goes undercover as Mac at this support group, and they're going around the circle as they introduce themselves. And one guy says his crime was that he sexually abused 3 of his patients.
I sexually abused 3 women. They were my patients. I was the dentist.
A dentist?
Yeah.
Like while they're in the chair?
That gas, man. That happens. That's a thing.
Yes.
I want to be sedated.
Oh, wow.
There's a lot of creepy dentists out there.
So you just like, you got the suction thing in your
I just said there's a lot of creepy dentists. There are some creepy dentists out there. I don't want to besmirch the whole field of dentistry.
Yeah, but I mean, who's not aroused by tartar?
Yeah.
And halitosis.
Yeah. So I swear to God, I went to the dentist yesterday.
You did.
And I told him about this episode. And he's like, he was scratching his chin. He couldn't figure out how it could be done, which makes me think he knows exactly how it could be done.
Yeah, 100%. They have those lights.
Yeah.
Pull them down.
There you go. He's like, does this smell like chloroform? You tell me.
There's a whole thing of sedation dentistry. I don't do that, but I mean, you're just literally, going under and then who knows what happens. But I mean, I thankfully also haven't had to have major dental work, but also isn't there usually dental hygienists walking around,
Yeah.
Sometimes they're in on it, Chris. Sometimes they're in on it.
That part.
Many dental hygienists are in on it. I'm just kidding, obviously.
Oh. So the next thing is that they bring in Huang.
Bring in Huang. He's not wrong. Bring in Huang.
And you know Huang's going to have a hot take on all of this.
100%.
So he says that Ray worked with a partner before, and he's looking to take on one again. And he tries to let Stabler know that, at the next meeting, the leader is going to give them a sexual interest test, which Stabler calls the Peter meter.
No.
And he's administering a diagnostic test before the session tonight. Do you know how to beat it?
What kind of test?
A sexual interest assessment.
The Peter meter.
Similar, but without the penile cuff.
Apparently, there is a diagnostic device where subjects are shown a variety of emotional or erotic stimuli that measures arousal with an air pressure transducer. And I'll say, you had me at penile cup.
Yeah. Oh, Kevin's Googling that now.
I'm like, okay, put it on, take it off, put it on, I'm done.
This is...
Go ahead, laugh in the microphone. Don't let people think you're...
I'm just grossed out is all, Kevin.
Juan tells him that, he's going to be shown some pictures. And so here's what NBC does. I mean, this was on 10 o'clock on a Wednesday night in 2005. It starts off, the first one is a woman in a red bikini. And then the second is a Cub Scout holding a red balloon.
Mm-hmm.
I think like the distance between those two things is pretty significant.
Yes, they're not the same.
They're not the same.
Yeah.
That's right.
No.
They could have gone down the ladder, Cindy Crawford, in the red bathing suit, Pamela Anderson and whatever, another red bathing suit, whatever, hot red bathing
And
suit.
then Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, I can still use a step. But yeah, like, it's interesting because, Huang's like, they measure how long your eye rests on the image. And it's like, at first I was like, okay, so he's telling him that to like, that his trick is that he has to like find an image of a younger, if his thing is younger people and just be like, just like, old lady, yeah. How do you do it? Like, how do you do it enough? It's such a weird test, but like, listen, he's up for it. Stabler's like, got it.
He's down. One of them is a little boy holding a red balloon.
Yeah.
I like seeing that they have like It the Clown in their group. Is that like what's going on?
Oh, yeah. I love to salt the meat with a little bit of...
so weird.
Yeah. Right, you're right. The test doesn't measure tumescence, and like you've got to like...
Tumescence.
What did I say?
You said tumescence. That word is so wild to me.
Yeah, tumescence, yes.
Yes, rigidity, turgidity.
It doesn't measure that.
How you guys are smart.
It just means erections, boners.
Yeah. And I don't know how Stabler can end up doing the test where like he has to like watch the thing for a certain amount of time, because nobody in that squad, like whenever there's a video, they're like, turn it off. I've seen enough.
I don't want to watch this, even though it's my job. Don't let me watch the sex crime that I'm trying to prosecute. Don't let me do that.
I don't want to see the evidence. Fuck that.
Nope.
Okay. Well, we do have a line that didn't age well.
What's that?
Lines that do not age well.
Sorry.
So Mac McAvoy wants to make sure that Ray is down with the ladies and only down with the ladies. So he asks,
You're not are you?
Not exactly a high water mark for allyship.
Nope.
It is an interesting artifact of standards and practices, what like networks thought was okay and not, because those times do change. Today, there would be more caution notes from standards and practices to the to shows about these kinds of terms. I mean, if you watch The Jeffersons back in the 70s, you know there are words that they used in a sitcom that you wouldn't use in a drama today.
Right.
And so it kind of things do kind of go back and forth. I will also point out that as far as like Law and Order's track record on gay representation, it was only 8 months before this show that a Law and Order dispatched of Serena Sutherland this way.
Is this because I'm a lesbian?
That's right.
I will say the answer to both Mac McAvoy's question and Serena's is no.
Nope. Hard no.
On February 13th, Crime 101 hits theaters.
What is it that you do?
I take high-value items and make them disappear.
So you're a thief.
This guy's a ghost. There's no DNA. He's in and out in seconds.
Your guy's untraceable.
Chris Hemsworth, Mark Ruffalo, Barry Keoghan, and Halle Berry. One crime connects them all.
We're good at this.
Yeah.
Crime 101, directed by Bart Layton. Rated R, under 17 on a minute without parent. Only in theaters February 13th.
Hi, I'm Gabby Windy with Long Winded, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm desperate. I'm desperate for your attention in any way possible, so listen to my podcast, won't ya? It has great insights, exceptional humor, and plenty of pop culture to fill your dark souls. And some even say it's a great way to fall asleep due to my soothing voice. And I don't take that personally. Fall asleep. A listen is a listen, even when you're sleeping, and a view is a view, even with your eyes closed. If you dare, and it doesn't take much gumption, enjoy! Listen to Long Winded wherever you get your podcasts.
Well, the holidays have come and gone once again, but if you've forgotten to get that special someone in your life a gift, well, Mint Mobile is extending their holiday offer of half off unlimited wireless. So here's the idea. You get it now, you call it an early present for next year. What do you have to lose? Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Limited time 50% off regular price for new customers. Upfront payment required. $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan. Taxes and fees extra. Speeds may slow after 50 gigabytes per month when network is busy. See terms.
All right, now let's take a look at the second half of this episode. Mm-hmm. The squad decides that the best way to prevent Ray from raping someone is basically doing everything they possibly can to convince him to rape someone.
Yes.
Well, you going to give him the van?
I'm not going to give him the keys. I'm just Giving him an opportunity.
You'd have to let Ray go far enough to charge him with attempted rape. We'd be responsible for traumatizing the girl.
We could use a female undercover as a decoy.
Ray likes him young. You just need to find a cop who can pass for a teenager.
They trick out the van with a GPS monitor and a secret compartment for a hidden handgun. The detective set up a sting where Stabler drives Ray in the van and stops in front of a very young-looking undercover decoy. Though he approaches the girl, Ray stops himself, turns around, jumps in the van, and tells Stabler to take him to the support group meeting. When that meeting ends, Stabler is held behind by the group leader to talk about, checking my clipboard, his anger issues.
Oh, sees him.
He sees it, yeah. By the time he gets out, Ray is waiting for him with a girl tied up in the van.
Oh, my goodness.
Finn and Liv notice that something's off when the GPS shows the van going to Brooklyn. Ray drives to his dead uncle's abandoned factory to rape the kidnapped girl and tells Elliot he wants to watch him go first. Stabler says he can't do that while someone's watching and offers up his own dick as proof. When Ray gives him some privacy, Stabler tries to escape with the kidnapped victim. She gets away, but Stabler is pistol whipped and tied up by Ray. With Stabler's cover blown, Ray complains that he was set up and he's not 100% wrong.
He's 100% right.
And he says deep down that Stabler is not so different from him and he's not 100% wrong.
Right.
When the rapist leaves to investigate the sounds of helicopters, Elliot is able to free himself, retrieve the revolver hidden in the van, and exchange gunfire. Ray accuses him of just wanting him dead, but while he could make a kill shot, Stabler restrains himself. Instead, he simply makes the arrest by choking him the fuck out and dragging him outside by his chin.
That's right. No anger issues there.
Okay, no anger issues. He worked it all out. Okay, so this is the first episode of season 7. It's the season where Chris Maloney gets his one and only Best Actor Emmy nomination.
Oh, Chris.
And Mariska gets her one and only Emmy, although she was nominated multiple times.
Was it for the hair in this episode? Because that shit had volume.
Hang on to that thought for a second. I'm going to get to that because this is also the first episode where Tamara Tooney is featured in the opening credits as a series regular. All right. But this show was actually filmed during season 6 and held back to this season for the season opener. So the production code indicates that this episode was supposed to be season 6, episode 22. This kind of thing is not like uncommon on networks. They sometimes shuffle shows because there's going to be sweeps, or they want to have a strong season opener.
Or because something in the news makes their episode inappropriate.
Yeah, something like that. They said one of the reasons they selected this to hold back is that the dark tone of this kind of was different from the Crime of the Week stuff they were doing at the end of season 6. Mm-hmm. And they thought, okay, we got this strong performance. We'll put it here. But also, you just had to know that this was from season 6 by checking out Benson's hairdo and how different it is the next episode.
How different is it, Kevin?
In this one, it kind of comes to her shoulders.
Yes,
and
it's a lob.
If I said it's the season 7 hairstyle, a lot of people know what I'm talking about. But it does have sort of a sweep, but it's more jawline.
Yeah, it's more of a bob.
Yeah.
A shaggy bob.
Yeah, and it has not as much bleach.
Yeah. Oh. I'm so proud of you for caring about that. I mean, this is all I think about. I watch these shows and I'm like, what makeup are they wearing? What do they do to their hair? Why does her hair look so perfect even though she's just been running? Like all that stuff. So I'm really glad that you addressed that detail. I really am. Thank you.
All right.
Thank
Super.
you.
Super.
Yeah. No, it's important. Like, she looks so hot this episode. She obviously is doing hardly anything, but she's wearing like a camel kind of suede jacket. And then underneath that, a burgundy shirt. And then underneath that, a tank top and dark jeans. And like dark ass, like that kind of like indigo that was real in, probably like, a straight leg or like a boot cut, like she looks great. Yeah.
She does.
She's into layering.
For somebody who's at work as a cop.
That's right.
She looks pretty great. She has so many.
You know what Cragen didn't say to her? You need to go change your clothes.
Yeah. She has so many animal skin outerwear pieces. She's got so many suede and leather blazers. Yeah. It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
She shops at Wilson's every weekend.
So whenever they do a scene on Law & Order where they're like trying to follow a car, it's like it was written by somebody who was homeschooled.
Why do you say that?
Okay, well, first we have the fake GPS map.
Okay.
To show the car on the city grid, right? And the way it goes on the map, it's obviously going 90 miles an hour. It's like, there it goes. A whole block in a half a second. Watch out, City Bike.
Yes. It's like Pac-Man.
Exactly like
It's like
Pac-Man.
a late level of Pac-Man when it's going
So
super
true.
fast.
Yeah.
And then Ray tells Stabler, go west, young man.
Go west, young man.
And then they immediately cut to Benson saying,
Heading east on Houston.
going east on Houston.
You're saying that's not good continuity?
I'm saying it's just, it's like. So eventually Cragen and Benson have this argument about, well, maybe he's not a rapist anymore. And Benson says, you know what? Let's try harder.
If he has changed, baiting him is like putting a bottle of scotch in front of a guy with 2 weeks sobriety.
Elliot isn't encouraging him to do it. Captain, recovery is the same for alcoholics or for sex offenders. Some people have the willpower to change, others don't.
And that makes what we're doing okay?
So here's the thing about this whole thing. Cragen is actually being a good cop in this episode. He's like, don't do confirmation bias. We have to look at other suspects. We don't know.
You're breaking confidentiality.
And we don't know that he raped this girl. Stop acting like you know that, right? I'm like, that's good policing. And then Benson is like, they all rape again, all of them. And then Huang is like, 1 out of 2 will rape again. And I'm like, that is not all of them. That is half of them. You guys should listen to your boss, Cragen, because he's trying to not get you in trouble. They don't care.
Well, as hard as they try, Chris, they just cannot get Ray to take the bait. And by that, I mean jail bait. They even need to find the youngest looking police cadet they can to lure him. And by the way, any guesses how old that actress was?
Oh, good. I'm so glad you looked up this up. To me she was like, that girl is 15.
She was 18 years old.
Wow.
But I'm going to say she was 18 years old when this episode aired. Since they shot it in season 6, she could have been younger.
Yeah.
And she looks it. She's 5'2". So.
Yeah. And what woman, by the way? I mean, I know that she was acting like she was supposed to be undercover, but there's no woman that could have a man come up and stand that close behind them and not turn their head. That was
Thank you.
That was tough.
Thank you. Thank you. She stops and looks at a piece of glass, a window, and there's like not like they didn't even give us like a fancy looking, display.
It wasn't Benetton. No.
It wasn't Gucci where you're like, oh, at least we can like assume that this girl would be like, oh, I'm into this. So it's just she's looking into darkness, except her reflection.
It was like a fabric store that wasn't open or something.
Yes, exactly. Then she gets fucking T2 behind her, just, breathing on her neck. And not just that, I've already fucking said it, it's a goddamn mirror so she can see him.
That's right.
She can see him.
But they're all disappointed, and they could not, that their plan didn't work to drive Ray up, and that he didn't abduct a girl off a crowded sidewalk in broad daylight. That for some reason he went, I don't know, this doesn't feel right.
Yeah, shouldn't they be happy that he doesn't want to immediately rape somebody? Isn't that an improvement?
How did they know there wasn't like younger looking women around there that he oh, there's one, look at that brown one over there looking at the window shopping. Have you seen the brown haired window shopping one? Like, no.
Yes, and.
I can't. I mean, how do I suspend it all?
I always feel bad for these cadets that they throw in these situations, in these honey trap situations. I really do. It's like, all you want to do is get through your police academy training.
Yeah.
And there's no like boy cadets who have to do any of this shit.
Yeah. They're like, don't take this the wrong way, Jennifer.
But you sexy. You look like somebody a sex offender would like.
Yeah.
Put on this plaid skirt.
You remind us of Punky Brewster. Put on the sweater. So Stabler's afraid he's going to lose track of Ray when the therapist keeps him after group session because he needs to work on his anger issues. And Stabler's all like, 6'7".
Oh, he's not.
He totally was. But during group, Ray was talking about like how hopeful he was for change and self-improvement. And then by the time Stabler gets done talking to the therapist, Ray has already gone to a bar, had a drink, bought a gun, and kidnapped a girl, bound her, and put her in the back of the van, even though he had to ask Stabler for the keys.
That's right.
Oh, I can't.
You know what this speaks to?
What?
Stabler's anger issues are real.
Took so
and
long.
That conversation took a long ass time because that guy saw him. He saw Stabler. He was seen in that scene.
Well, that's not how I was raised. Now, my P.O. sends me here, so I'm here. Okay? I'm here.
You're not in charge. You get angrier than most people. Rage and lust are hungry beasts inside of us. The more we feed them, the stronger they get. Stop fighting things you can't change.
he can't hide certain things, even though he's like, making his center of gravity a little lower. And, there's certain things behind those eyes he can't hide.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all that time, Stabler's like, hey, I got this van and this duct tape, maybe something will happen. Because where the fuck did this guy get duct tape to?
Right.
He pulls somebody off the street and he doesn't have the keys to the van, so he just throws her over the shoulder, and that just seems too convenient.
Where does he park the van all over New York over and over again?
Yep.
That's some good luck.
The way he looked at that van, it was ugly, obviously, van painted with house paint and stuff, right?
Exactly.
And when Stabler drove up with that van, T2 looked at it like it was the hottest ride he had ever seen. He was just like, oh.
It's like, check out this rolling rape box.
Yeah, let's take this one for a ride.
And of course, Chris, that Ray's uncle owns an abandoned factory that still has all the electricity and some way to open the garage door from the outside.
Yes, and there are no homeless people sleeping there.
No homeless people sleeping there.
It's like
perfect.
It's incredible. It's really like a sight to be seen.
Yeah. And so this is where Ray sort of reveals his plan, is that he doesn't want to rape the girl. He wants to watch Stabler rape the girl.
Mm-hmm.
So when Stabler says that he's not into a dude watching him, Ray literally grabs him by the dick to check.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes an uncomfortably long amount of network television time to announce that Stabler doesn't have a boner.
He's a softie.
He's a softie.
I can't do this in front of another guy. That's all.
Performance anxiety. It happens to the best of us.
What's the verdict? He's just holding on it and is he going to tell on himself?
He's like, ice cream and soda. He's just thinking about anything he can think about to not get a boner from that guy holding his dick.
Yeah, Cub Scout with a red balloon.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Or I don't know. Maybe he does have a boner. Only Kathy can say.
That's true.
It just might be so small. So when Ray leaves them alone, Stabler whispers to the kidnapped girl that he's a cop and he's got a plan to escape, and tells her that when he rips off the duct tape on her face...
I'm going to rip the tape off of your mouth. When I do, you've got to scream like I'm hurting you. Do you understand? Come on.
And I don't think that's an act.
Yeah.
I think it would really fucking hurt.
Yeah, I do too. I also don't understand that plan. I don't understand that plan. Why make her louder so that you can escape?
Right, yeah.
Why assume she's going to believe you? If I was her, I would be like, I don't believe you're a cop.
That's what all the rapists say.
I would just still scream because I'd be like, because that's what I would be doing.
So far, you haven't done a lot to make me trust you.
Nope.
It's like, no, really, I'm a cop. That just sounds like maybe that's your kink.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
One guy's a cuck, you're a cop.
Exactly.
I mean, what the fuck am I supposed to believe?
I like this moment because he gets to be a hero, and he has the time letting her go, and also when he's going to ultimately turn and have his visage fall, and it's interesting because we know he can take him physically. Mm-hmm. Obviously, he can take anyone physically. to try and think of the stakes of why he would be following his lead when it's hard to do the storytelling of this. I think this scene.
Yes, absolutely.
So they make a run for it, and Ray closes the garage door, and there's just enough room for the girl to get out.
Shove her out.
Yeah, it's coming down. It's like Raiders of the Lost Ark, and she can barely squeeze out. By the way, that's not how those doors work. If you're there like that, the beam's going to stop
yes,
it.
Uh-huh.
Again.
Just like in our garage.
Yeah, again, somebody from homeschool. Just I think if that's how it worked, we know why Ray's uncle's business shut down. OSHA shut it down.
That's right. And by the way, homeschool people, it's at Kevin P. Flynn. Ha! Don't come at me for that.
Yeah. So after Ray thwarts Elliot's escape, Ray finds the GPS transponder in the van and he destroys it. But meanwhile, Benson and Finn have been following the van's GPS signal to Brooklyn when it goes out. And they're like, oh no.
Lost the signal.
Could be hiding anywhere. We're going to need a chopper with infrared.
They could be anywhere.
No, they can't.
They could just be where that van has been for the past 20 fucking minutes.
I thank you. They were looking at one fucking dot. We all know it's on, Flatbush or whatever. I don't know where it is. The thought that goes away and you suddenly don't know where it is, and you're New York natives and or police people, is to me the worst storytelling mistake of this entire episode.
It's like they've been staring at this dot for 20 minutes. It goes away like, where was it? Oh,
Wait, we forgot where it was.
It's not it's like the Find My iPhone feature, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, it's right there.
Yeah, literally right there.
Could be anywhere.
It's in the middle of the screen because that's how that thing works. The van was
It's
always
right centered.
You're racing towards it.
Yeah, I've been racing towards it. You're close enough. Come on now. All right, one last question here. Knowing what we know about Ray and everything that Stabler has done, who thinks that Ray Schenkel is the one who raped Kelly at the bus station?
Not me.
Or was he law-abiding all along until Stabler got in his face?
I don't think he did the rape at the bus station.
You don't think he did the rape?
You know why? Because he doesn't rape people. He watches other people rape people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, who you're right. Who did he? That's why you're right. Okay, so that's right. He only wants to watch someone. So that's why I would have needed him to have gotten his cousin back in his life. Like, you could have literally just been like, yeah, his cousin got out because his cousin's dad died. So they let him out for one night only for the funeral. And that just happens to be the time they hooked up at the train station. You know, like, you would have to give me one other morsel where I could piece it together. Now, I'm glad that man's off the streets. So it's good work. But
they're going to pin that rape on him because they're not going to look for who actually did it now. They're going to assume it was him.
I know.
No.
I know.
I don't think he did it, and I think that detective owes him an apology.
I believe so. You were doing great, buddy. And so I came along with my anger and giant chest and ruined everything.
Adam Pally here.
And I'm John Gabris.
We're a couple actors and best friends who you may know as the hosts of the TV show 101 Places to Party Before You Die.
Now, we're bringing you a comedic look at health and wellness with our new show, Staying Alive.
We'll have guests like our friend, actor Jerry O'Connell.
Ketamine therapist, Dr. Stephen Radowitz.
Paul Scheer.
Ego Wodo.
Jillian Bell.
Dr. Doolittle. Staying Alive with John Gabris and Adam Pally is out right now.
Get them a week early and ad-free with SiriusXM Podcast Plus on Apple Podcasts.
Hey everybody, it's Babs from Brunch with Babs. And do I have a tip for you? If you share my passion for classic style and joyful living, you're going to love Birch Lane. Their timeless furniture and decor is carefully crafted to bring joy to your home for years to come, just like the memories you make there. Plus, it's delivered fast and free. Shop my hand-picked Birch Lane collection and more classic styles at birchlane.com.
Why are more women than ever choosing Natural Cycles? The hormone-free, side-effect-free way to take control of your fertility. Natural Cycles is a birth control app that uses your temperature to find your fertile window. It is more than a basic cycle tracking app. Natural Cycles is the only FDA-cleared and CE-marked birth control app and has helped millions prevent and plan for pregnancy naturally. Save 15% when you sign up today with code RADIO15. Learn more at naturalcycles.com.
All right, let's take a look at the real-life story that inspired this episode. It's time for Rip from the Headlines.
You think you know who did it. You think you know who did it. But you don't know who did it. You don't know who did it. Rip from the Headlines.
Among the criminals who inspired this episode come from the Hillside Strangler case. In 1977, Los Angeles police looked for a serial killer responsible for 10 murders over a span of 6 months. The victims had been raped and strangled with a ligature before their nude bodies were dumped in the wooded hills above LA. In fact, the murders were being committed by two men, Kenneth Bianchi and his cousin Angelo Buono Jr. They approached prostitutes posing as policemen. The pair would kidnap them and bring them to Buono's car upholstery shop to do their dirty business. When they disposed of their victims, they posed them for shock value. Newspapers dubbed the killer the Hillside Strangler, but detectives suspected there was one more perpetrator. After their 10th victim, Bianchi moved to Washington State. Within a year, he'd been nicked for the murder of 2 college students. Investigators noted inconsistencies in his alibi and the similarities to Los Angeles crimes. He grasped on Buono and testified against his cousin to avoid the death penalty. Kenneth Bianchi is currently serving a life sentence at Washington State Penitentiary. Angelo Buono died of a heart attack in his prison cell in 2002.
Prosecutors said that Buono was the dominant figure in the partnership. He was 17 years older than his cousin, and he had the more sadistic personality. Bianchi was insecure, wanted to please Buono. Psychologists think Bianchi was groomed and conditioned to be a serial killer. Do you think, Chris, it's possible to be groomed to be a serial killer?
I think that if you have absolutely no outside influence, like, you know, hardcore cult situations or that kind of insular, yes. But I think that it's hard in this day and age to not have like a sense of right and wrong just by the observation of how others treat you and how you treat others. So I think there may be in extreme cases is the answer.
I think so too. I mean, that's what happened in the DC sniper case.
Right.
Yeah.
That kind of influence there. Bianchi didn't leave LA simply to get away from his cousin. He actually did it to follow his girlfriend who moved to Bellingham, Washington, which makes him the Felicity of serial killers.
Oh, deep cut, Kevin.
I love that so much.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, look how we're like being so cute about this guy who did all these horrible crimes.
Yeah.
But yes, that was a very good joke.
It's like Legally Blonde, but Bend and Snap have a different meaning.
Oh, Kevin.
I'm just being horrible about it.
Yes.
Actually, are you ready for the ultimate Nepo baby story?
Sure.
Someone who got a leg up by being the kid of a celebrity.
Okay.
About a month into their killing spree, Bianchi and Buono tried to lure Catherine Lorre, the daughter of actor Peter Lorre. Peter Lorre was in Casablanca, The Maltese Falcon. He was the very first Bond villain in Casino Royale. Catherine handed over her wallet to who she thought were two cops, and they saw a photo of her with her father and decided that killing the daughter of a celebrity was going to bring too much heat.
They recognized Peter Lorre from the photo in her wallet.
Yeah.
So they're like cinephiles in addition to being criminals?
Yeah, well, like I guess they were big fans of Casablanca or something.
I'm sure they were huge fans of Casablanca, Kevin.
Chris, I'm assuming that you've seen Casablanca.
Yeah, then I kept trying to think of that one line, like, you know, like, play Misty for me. I don't know what, you know, like.
Play it again, Sam.
Play it again, Sam. That's what it is. And then I try to make a joke about that, but I think you just watched my face freeze, being like, what is it? Yeah. That's crazy. And I mean, it really helps to have people and your parents in high places, I guess, across the board.
Sure does.
Yeah, apparently so.
But also, it could be the opposite. Like, people could want to steal a Nepo baby because they could.
Baby, yeah.
Then you could, you know, hold them for a high ransom.
That's right.
Like Frank Sinatra Jr., that story, yeah, where he apparently got kidnapped. We don't know if that was really a kidnapping.
Really?
Yeah, it's an interesting story. Look that one up.
I will.
That's a shitty one.
So regarding Peter Lorre, Humphrey Bogart, I think, has the best all-time put-down of Peter Lorre's character in Casablanca.
Yeah?
Lorre said, yes, it's like, Lorre says, you despise me, don't you? And Bogart says, if I gave you any thought, I probably would.
Oh, I
love that. It's great, right?
I like it too.
It's like, whatever.
You wish I did. You wish I would give you the energy.
I don't care.
Yeah. So Lorre had an interesting career in the 1930s. Lorre, this Jewish actor from Slovakia, played Japanese detective Mr. Moto in a series of films that I swear to God completely hold up today. It's Mr. Moto. Well, that's going to do it for us. I want to thank our guest, Chris Farah. Chris, where can our listeners follow you online?
Oh, thank you so much for having me. This has been an absolute joy. So I'm at Chris L. Farah on Instagram and on TikTok. My podcast is at Vanity Farah. You can listen to it wherever you listen to podcasts, like Apple or Spotify. I also do visuals before anyone gets them on my Patreon, and then they end up finding a home on YouTube. You can also search Chris Farah on any of those platforms. So thank you so much for having me.
Rebecca Lavoie, how can our listeners follow you?
You can watch my YouTube show, Something's Off, or you can follow me everywhere on the socials at Reb Lavoie.
And be sure to follow us and like us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube X, and Blue Sky. Our newsreader was Cy Frater. Our theme music was composed and performed by Uncanny Valleys. Content assistance from Travis Roy. Lily Flynn handles promotions. All clips in this podcast were used in compliance with the U.S. Copyrights Act, fair use exemption for criticism and commentary. Go to lawandorderpodcast.com and sign up for our newsletter for a chance to be our next Law & Order Marathon winner. These Other Stories was recorded in Studio C and is a production of Partners in Crime Media.
Dun, 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 dun,
dun. Partners in Crime Media.
Hi, I'm Jenny Slate, and believe it or not, someone is allowing us to have a podcast.
I'm Gabe Weidman.
I'm Max Silvestri, and we've been friends for 20 years, and we like to reach out to kind of get advice on how to live our lives.
It's called I Need You Guys.
Should I give my baby fresh vegetables?
Can I drink the water at the hospital?
My landlord plays the trombone, and I can't ask him to stop.
You should make sure that you subscribe so that you never miss an episode.
I need you, girl.
everybody, it's Babs from Brunch with Babs. And do I have a tip for you? If you share my passion for classic style and joyful living, you're going to love Birch Lane. Their timeless furniture and decor is carefully crafted to bring joy to your home for years to come, just like the memories you make there. Plus, it's delivered fast and free. Shop my hand-picked Birch Lane collection and more classic styles at birchlane.com.